So last week I made a post about one of my clients using the DPA program and how I had to go and help the inspector turn on the shower because they had failed the inspection for the property to not proceed with the sale. And I had a gentleman comment on that post and said this. I could tell that this gentleman was possibly speaking from his own personal experience or maybe some general information that you may hear that's put out in the world or just people's opinions, right? I mean, and that's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fair. Every home inspector is the same. Not every realtor is the same. Everybody has a different experience. In this instance, I would never tell my client to not use a home inspector. That's not safe. That's not wise. That's not logical when it comes to purchasing property. You need to know every single detail about the property. And I don't think this gentleman may have understood exactly what a DPA program is or how it works. But just to give a little bit more context to how it happens is you're inviting the city into your transaction. And when you start inviting the city into your transaction, now the city has basically, they have their own say-so on whether something meets their standards or not. So when you have a general home inspection, which I always perform when purchasing properties, based on your expertise, if you're an investor, you may not worry so much about it. But when purchasing a property and you have an inspection, the inspector is hired to tell you about your property. It's just to give you full disclaimer about everything that is wrong about the property. Okay? And that usually happens in the due diligence period. A part of the DPA program, they will send the city out. Now the city performs a different type of inspection. Well, it's the same inspection, but they're looking for more safety concerning issues. So if they don't feel like your property is move-in ready or is not up to their standards to make, somebody has to acknowledge and make repairs to the property in order for the sale to proceed. Now, we live in a buyer beware state, meaning that if you buy a rock, you bought a rock. It's up for you to do the due diligence on that rock to find out what kind of rock it is. That's on you, right? And sellers are not obligated to make any changes to that rock. So a seller didn't have to make any changes to the property. They have already given us additional seller concessions so that we can make the adjustments to the property. And when the inspector came out, he said, hey, listen, okay, this is good, this not right, this is good, this is not right. Hey, the shower doesn't work. You guys cannot buy this property until I know that the shower works. And in my mind, of course, the shower works. I test that out when I was there. You have someone who's trying to purchase a home and their home is brought to this very moment of whether the shower works or not. Come on now. I'm going to stop what I'm doing to go show you the shower works. If it's in my power, I'm going to go and do that. So that's how a DPA program works. They will figure out whether the property is liable for them to live in it or not. And whatever they say is what goes. That's the power that we give them. When you're purchasing a property, we will always perform a general inspection. Because you have that general inspection, that is the opportunity for us to acknowledge that there are some things wrong with this property. And we have to now renegotiate, or we have to make a decision whether or not we want to purchase this property or not. That wasn't this case. When you have a down payment assistance, usually that inspection comes after the due diligence period, whether at this point we have accepted the fact that we're going to purchase this property, and now they have a say-so on whether it meets their standards or not. So we have to make the right decision to make sure that those things get taken care of so you can buy the property. So that's what happens when you invite down payment assistance into your transaction and you're using additional finance. Now, Down payment assistance is not bad at all. Definitely, if you don't have all the money to put down for down payment, I definitely think it's an opportunity to explore. But I won't say that down payment assistance is bad or anything like that. It's just an extra layer of process, and everything boils down to the time. So if you want to close on this property on time, there's a lot of communication that needs to happen, a lot of transparency, so we can stay ahead of the curve and not have to extend closings based on a shower not turning on.